Welcome to Zenful Conversations. I think I heard once many years ago, and I don't think English by any means, but I think it was the hurrieder I go, the behinder I get. And I am feeling that today. Woo! Are the planets in alignment or what? Thanks so much for coming by today. We're here in this community every single day having conversations on strengthening our relationship with ourselves and our experience of life all the way around. And we're in our 6th year, so thanks so much for being here. This year, the conversation is about being present. So, in order to help me and possibly you be a little more present to receive, we're going to put this music on and try to release a few layers of stimulation, tension, etc. So just allowing everything to soften. I like to just start just by softening everything we can. Just that first layer, any tightness in the face, the crinkles in the forehead, the puzzled eyebrows, the hanging on to the smiley cheeks, just letting it all soften. Maybe doing a couple neck releases. Definitely letting the breath get slower and deeper. And staying there for a few breaths until we can do it again. Just allowing ourselves a dark moment come inward. So just take a couple breaths here. If you're noticing any tension in your jaw or anywhere else, let it go. See what we can do. And breathe. Once you find a little softer space, breathe there, inhabit it. Let's enjoy this space that we were able to release and get to. And it doesn't take much, but conscious doing it is doing it. It doesn't take much time at all to soften like that. Just like that. Our breath is not as short and choppy and fast, and we're not stimulating. We're not saying, hey, fight or flight, be activated. We're not. We're soothing. This is good stuff. This is nourishment. This is important for our overall well-being. So welcome to Zenful Conversations. I'm happy to be here. Happy to have this message. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo is our book this year. New York Times bestseller, described as having the life you want by being present. Being present. The life you have. Being. That is our message this year. And the message we're offered today for this day number 1942 is titled Feeling Beyond the Hurt. Feeling beyond the hurt. Take a breath with that. Soften again. Get the shoulders away from the ears. There's a quote here by Helen Luke. Withstanding the tension between opposites until we know it is enough releases us from the swing between one extreme and the other. Sometimes when I think of my parents who have hurt me, I am lulled by a wintering sky to feel for them, to try on their view. But in my empathy and old pattern kicks in, empathy, an old pattern kicks in, and I start to lose the truth of my hurt. So let me back up. Sometimes when I think of my parents who have hurt me, I am lulled by a wintering sky to feel for them, to try on their view. But in my empathy, an old pattern kicks in, and I start to lose the truth of my hurt, as if there's only room for one set of feelings. There. Let's feel that for a second. Recognize what he's saying. Breathe with it so we can understand this message. The struggle is a common one. So often we feel for others and lose ourselves, or cut others off to preserve ourselves. Like a radio that can only tune to one station at a time, it seems like only one side of things can be received, though all sides are broadcast. But compassion is a deeper thing that waits beyond the tension of choosing sides. Compassion, in practice, does not require us to give up the truth of what we feel or the truth of our reality. Nor does it allow us to minimize the humanity of those who hurt us. Rather, we are asked to know ourselves enough that we can stay open to the truth of others, even when their truth or their inability to live up to their truth has hurt us. I'm going to repeat that line. We are asked to know ourselves enough that we can stay open to the truth of others, even when their truth or their inability to live up to their truth has hurt us. I love that, their inability to live up to their truth, whomever. This does not remove the emotional facts of our lives, nor does it ask us to remain in a hurtful situation. Rather, compassion asks that we open like mountains to the sky, like mountains that can withstand every kind of weather. Now, we gotta take a breath. One of the techniques is to see things from other people's sides and to perhaps write about things from their perspective if we've been hurt on some level. So the message is titled Feeling Beyond the Hurt. In fact, I was in a group last night and it was talked about writing from their perspective. Whoever there is, they are. Feeling beyond the hurt. Compassion, mentioned a lot in this message. We are asked to know ourselves enough that we can stay open to the truth of others, even if, whatever, we are asked to know ourselves enough that we can stay open to the truth of others. Period. Paragraph. I love it though that it says even when their truth or their inability to live up to their truth hurt us. Compassion. The meditative exercise that's offered to us today says to sit quietly and bring to mind someone you are at odds with. Who are you at odds with? Just bring them to mind. No judgment, no feel, no. Just bring them to mind. Breathe deeply and allow the truth of your feeling, not just the truth of your position, to rise. Breathe evenly and allow the other person's feeling, not just their position, to rise. Let your breathing ease any tension in you that either undermines yourself or undermines this other. I think that this is one that I will need to sit with a little bit. Or not. Sometimes I feel like I have gone over things and over things and over things. I don't want to go over them anymore. Withstanding the tension between opposites until we know it is enough, releases us from the swing between one extreme and the other. Compassion. Maybe it's not so black and white. And is it not anyway that their perspective, your perspective, actually really happened might have been somewhere in the middle? Let your breathing ease any tension in you that either undermines yourself or undermines this other. In gratitude, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for sharing in this practice. I appreciate your love. See you tomorrow. Namaste.